Alright, so we're going to go on the map tab here and go over to map layers and kind of explore our options here. We have the first tab I want to talk about is the land ownership tab. That's going to tell you who owns what, right-of-way, easements, if the state owns it, if the feds own it. One of my favorite ones here is this landowner boundaries. This is for whitetail. I feel like that's extra important because a lot of states, like especially like Iowa, there's not a ton of public ground to hunt, and so this gives you phone numbers, addresses, contact information if it's available of different landowners around whatever state you might be going to hunt in. Next, we have places of interest. That's kind of just shooting ranges, pro shops, and then like game processing lockers. So especially when you're out of state, if you're coming in to hunt, you can see where all these are available, and it's just gonna kind of show you, say you're hunting in Iowa here, well, there's some meat processing, there's some bow shop, there's some shooting ranges. So I think that's key, especially when you're hunting out of state and don't necessarily know the area. So same thing with roads. It'll give you four-wheeler trails, main roads. It also gives you roadless areas, which is definitely used probably more out west, but could also be utilized on some big public tracks for whitetail. Next thing is for sale, for lease. And this kind of connects with the land tab over here, but this is going to give you more of a map view of what's going on and what's available to hunt or lease. Wildfire timber cuts, not quite as applicable here for whitetails in the Midwest, especially. Not a ton of timber to be cut really, or burns that occur. Now the last thing here is the cell phone coverage. Now this one might be overlooked, but I've found it super handy when we're talking about cell cams, and those are becoming more and more prevalent, and especially when you get in some of these more southern parts of our state especially, you can kind of see which has the best coverage. So when you're going to buy that cell cam, you can get a good idea of, based on your farm location or where you're wanting to hunt, what coverage network that you should go with, which I think is awesome and can be used for more than just, where am I going to be able to make a phone call. And then you can also go into the individual states and it'll give you, public hunting areas, game units if they're applicable, kind of just a more state focused land ownership type map. So I mean there's all kinds of things you can do with this. You can